and me, Dog marched ahead.
Come on, I bet his bark is worse than his bite.
Well, I enjoy the fact that children get to come here and experience theater. They get to experience the fine arts that we can't always provide in our schools. And they get to learn to express themselves in ways that sometimes they don't get a chance to in school.
Oh, it's not the mumps.
Or the measles.
Definitely not the chicken pox.
Or sunburn.
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
What did you say?
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
I think the biggest importance for my students is the fact that it puts a lot of emphasis on reading. We have a lot of struggling readers in our school, and this is an opportunity for them to read. They read the same thing. It's sort of like repeated reading, a strategy that's used a lot to improve student fluency.
It's very important for them to realize that reading does not just involve silent reading or reading to learn, but reading to enjoy, and that reading is important in all aspects of life.
My goodness, what we have here is a bad case of the stripes. One of the worst I've ever seen.
I love this program because when the students come here, they get very enthused and excited, and it's a fun way to do something special. It's not the same old boring humdrum in the classroom. It's a way to take reading to a new level and give them that chance to really express themselves and to really put some meaning and thought into the story and in a different way than how we do it at school.
What I do here at Readers Theater is I make sure, or I help the kids to interpret the script or to better understand what they're reading by taking what they read and translate that into pictures. So people who maybe don't take to reading in one way can learn in a slightly different way. So they take what they read and they make it into costumes, they make it into scenery, and they visualize it on paper instead of just visualizing it in their head. It gives them a different way of learning.
I enjoy the aspect of learning outside of the classroom, coming to a different atmosphere, and the kids really seem to enjoy being outside of the school. It's a little bit like a field trip every day, or every week, I'm sorry.
Reading the script and playing my part. So I can get to perform in front of my parents and a whole bunch of other parents.
They love it. Wednesday afternoons are their exciting time to come and have a really good time.
I love when the kids surprise me, which is pretty much all the time.
I think they realize what children need, and they help them a lot. It's very organized.
I feel like I learn a lot more just for myself from teaching this age group.
I have been teaching, performing, directing, singing, and everything else for over 30 years.
Staff just lets them express some of the things in art and in theater. If they have an idea for how their character is going to sound, or should I do this, they're very willing to let the children explore that.
I think a great part that I see of the staff is that I see our students sometimes mimic them, you know, with the, if we talk about certain words or they come up with different things that they do here, you see it carrying over into the school. So it's almost, they're great at what they do, but they're also another role model that come into the children's lives. So they do a nice job, a very good job. They're very caring about the kids too. You can definitely see that. So overall, it's a very inviting program.
Camilla was striped from head to toe. She looked like a rainbow.
Good.
Mrs. Cream felt Camilla's forehead.
This Readers Theater program is such a nurturing environment that they are free to try different things, and it's nice to see their imaginations go wild. These kids they're willing to try different things, different character voices, different things on stage, and have a good time with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but they're not judged for it, and we all have a good time. And that's what's so fun with this age group. They're willing to try this stuff. I also teach musical theater at the Father Ryan Arts Center and work with some of the kids who are here. And I just think it's such an incredible program, and to see some of these kids that come in and can't say, put two syllables together and then are performing on stage and being able to do it. I just think it's such just a beautiful experience, and I'm really blessed to be part of it.